I thought I was going to get an easy fucking day today. You know? Oh, no, fuck, the propaganda machine goes on in earnest. So, Johnny Depp new movie was supposed to be released. It's getting ready to come out. And it's innuendo to the 10th power. Fukushima, Fukushima, Fukushima. Now, I want you people to know, because people are coming to me and saying, hey, this is about... No, it's not. This movie is on an event that happened in 1959. Now, this is the false equivalency propaganda machine. When they announced the Olympics of Fukushima was all the problem. It's backfiring in the face. Rakaki Iki survives cancer. She's on every website, everything there ever was. Once she had cancer, nowhere. It's backfiring in their face. This movie will backfire in their face. This isn't when they the plant was dumping mercury into the Pacific Ocean. Now, they won't do to this day, they won't do a movie about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now, remember, this is 1959. Now, what happened in 59? Right there where they're making the movie? All you stupid fuckers die young of cancer? All Hollywood fucking actors and people right there in L.A., you're talking one of the most toxic places in the world. Why don't you do a fucking documentary about Santa Susana? Who owns you, you stupid fuckers? Johnny Depp. People will go just because it is Johnny. Hope you don't get cancer, Johnny. Fuck, hope you don't get cancer, Johnny. Yeah, so this is about when they dumped the fucking illegal mercury and supposedly a photographer went in and got these. This is all innuendo. Totally. This happened in 1959. Yeah, it's a catastrophe that happened. But, you know, it's very similar flying off the back of the HBO documentary. You know, that's the thing about I consulted on the HBO. Where's your... Fuck. You just took off your anonymous hat. My HBO documentary hat, that's what I got for consulting on that. The one thing they did not show is how it was really exposed. It was Igor. Igor flew in there with his friend, a journalist, and they took those photographs, only one of them, and got it to Vienna, and they got into the newswire. It was one photograph, and it was him. I'm the guy that announced to the world that he died. His friend... You can't make this up. I'm at the IAEA, and I used to walk in Vienna from the IAEA across the Danube home to Stefan Gras in Vienna. You know, what a fucking walk to work, huh? I'm right on top of the bridge, and the phone rings. And it's a friend of Igor's in Vienna who had met with me at, you know, a few days later in Vienna. He was killed today in a car wreck. No. I heard back then you used to shoot a video thing, you know, you didn't have phones. They didn't show that. Now, this movie goes into a photographer supposedly went in. You're going to show this fucking movie 62 fucking years later after the event? Chernobyl 33 years after that? What, are you going to wait till Fukushima till you're all fucking dead, you dumb fuckers? Everybody says, oh, we don't like your fucking trailer trash. Trailer trash? Who the fuck you calling trailer trash, you fucking morons? Emotional intelligence. It's been documented heavily, that people that use the word fuck emotional intelligence and intelligence level is so much higher. And people that can't handle that word, fucking run along. You've been contemporized sheep into a cattle chute. This is innuendo from hell. But it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. You know, go ask Kim Kardashian. She fucking makes statements about fucking Santa Susana. Ask fucking Vince Neil, fucking girl with Motley Crue. His little 11-year-old girl died of neuroblast. He sued him. He sued Rocketdyne. He sued Boeing. He sued the fucking same people that are putting out this movie. They'll go see it because Johnny Depp's in it. This happened in 1959. Now remember, Hiroshima and Nagasaki to this fucking day. The American footage, the United States footage that was shot has still not been shown. The incredible artwork and the paintings, you know, I've done lots of work on this. Still have not been shown to this day. On the 75th anniversary, me and my grandson got a hold of, you know, paper crane. He gets to go down the pole. You know, Sudoku, folding paper cranes. Her great niece presented to Kevin. I got to hold it. The real one, you know, folding paper. You ever seen a movie about fucking the devastation of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? The footage that got put out on the 73rd anniversary, or the 74th anniversary, was put out by the Russians. And it's the first time. We're talking 73 years later. What are you going to wait on Fukushima? Well, it's been 10 years. You're innuendo. People, I mean, my video's a source, and you know, you fuckers are saying, "Oh, we run away, we watch it for years." My rhetoric has not changed one fucking iota. My style has not changed one iota. So you're mad now because your butt hurt. Your butt hurt because you drank the Trump Kool-Aid. You fuck. It's obvious to me. Fuck Jan Missing the Clown, Alex Jones, all these people that took on Fukushima in a hard way. I didn't realize. I realize now. A bunch of fucking political operative Kool-Aid drinkers. Fucking. You're politically hypnotized. Fuck, the Democrats and the Republicans are the same clowns. Fucking and so that's why your butt hurt now. Oh, your butt hurt now? Now? I haven't changed one iota. You're because I go after fucking the Trumpers. That's what you all are. You got fucking tricked by him. I really don't give a fuck. Fuck Obama, fuck Trump. You know, as long as I was attacking fucking Barry Antoinette Obama when Trump was even worse, then you were all good with it because that's what it all is to you. It's all political theater. You have no respect for the Pacific Ocean. You have no respect for the ecology. You have no respect for fucking your own life, for other lives. This fucking documentary and these videos of mine are the most historic in human history. This is the greatest fucking PhD because I told it as it happened. I used the innuendo, fucking anti-innuendo. I used the soup can flipping. I used the recall. I used the intensity and the radical to hold retention. I got an email from I know what I'm doing as the artist. I know what I'm doing. I knew I had to hold retention to get this narrative out. That's how the fucking YouTube fucking search engine works. It used to, not now. It worked on retention. Not a view count. Fuck, you could put some sexual innuendo and dead mouth. The average YouTube video was watched 13. I knew all this. I knew this when I did the fuck BP. Was an argument with a fucking professor at Weber State on communication. I was working on a PhD when I got cancer. When Fukushima happened. You know, the activists I was working on leading up the 100 Roche and social inequality. I mean, I've been at this for decades as the activist. I knew I had to hold retention. I got an email from Google. YouTube, back when remember when they used to crosshatch Google Plus into fucking YouTube? So powerful, and I was everywhere. I knew how to work it. Why do you think they got rid of it? I was competing with CNN, Reuters, ABC, NBC, CNN, and I was kicking their ass. A grassroots guy with no money and a billionaire, fucking John Huntsman. Well, Kevin, I says, I'm just a guy with a fucking fighting for my life full of cancer with a YouTube fucking camera. You're a multi-billionaire, you know, the blow up in Russia. You know, I collected the data. Well, you know, Kevin, that's significant. You think? Get cancer, go in the bone marrow, 11. You want to talk a movie. You want to talk a fucking story. You know what documentary filmmakers have approached me? And then they back out. You know why they back out? Because the trolls and the internet slander that's all over. And they're like, there's no money. They can't get any backing. No one will back them for these fucking subjects because it scares them. I was interviewed by the Princeton Review and the New Yorker at the simultaneous, and both of them I was talking about I was full of cancer, then very sick, in New York City. And both of them were like, well, we can't have this. We can't print this part of the thing about your cancer. And why? Well, it's too hard for our readers. I said, no, you mean it's too hard for you. Well, yeah, it's very uncomfortable. Fuck you, shut up. I had these on. I remember I went to them both just like this. This interview's over. Go fuck yourself. If you print anything, I'll sue you. I went, hope you don't get cancer, coward. You can't talk about your own fucking mortality? Then fuck you. You can't handle the fucking truth? Fuck you. Who needs you? Who wants you? Not me. I mean, I want people that are fucking strong, that can develop to be young marine biologists, that can be young fucking activists that really can fucking change the world in a fucking cellular fucking point. We have to. I know what I'm doing. I got an email that says, Kevin, Blanche, the YouTube say, not top fucking 10%, not top 1%, the influencer. Your retention is one of the top 10 YouTube sites in the world in retention. There was a time my videos had a fucking 86% retention. You know what the average retention on a YouTube video is right now today? Do you know it's less than 3%? The average YouTube video today is watched 13 seconds. Less than 3%, and it's getting lower. That's why the fucking TikTok now they have Google Shorts, so that's why, because they know that. You're trying to pack as much as you can. I go fast. I try to pack in most while I hold that. Very effective, you know. So you can this is about the dumping of the mercury. It was a fucking disaster, you know. I mean, but what it's going to do, it's propaganda. It's innuendo to hide Fukushima. It's innuendo, but it's going to backfire in their face. Just like the Olympics are backfiring, just like Rakakaiki's story. For every Rakakaiki, there's hundreds who've died. You know, I got a call I talked to Rachel yesterday, Godoya. You know, she was in Fukushima, Japan. When the Prime Minister of Japan, at the time of Fukushima, was railroaded out of town, and then they put that fucking puppet the United States in, Abe. When he walks up to you in Del Mar, California, I didn't walk up to him. He walked up to me in San Diego on the USS Reagan. You know, he was doing a press conference with Gregory, that piece of shit, Jacko, who cowered down in the Situation Room. When he walks up to you, and he says, Kevin Blanche, and he was crying. That's where and he went like this. Thank you, from Japan. Go ask Kathy Alwani. Go ask Rachel Godoya. All these people that were trapped inside Japan, you know, have children from Japanese descent, you know, San Diegans. Born and raised in San Diego, went over there, you know, with the Navy, met Japanese. This is the only information we were getting was from Kevin Blanche. The only information. The only information. I mean, thank God. Rachel's data we put out on the 50th anniversary of Bobby Kennedy's has 30-something thousand views. Should have 3 fucking million. Good luck trying to find it. So Johnny Depp, this movie, go watch it. Because all it's going to do is subliminally Fukushima. So I knew what I was doing. I used music recall because I know that genre in the 70s and 60s, that music, everybody has those lyrics in their fucking head. It creates what you call recall. The visual genre is 10,000 times more than the fucking written word. I'm not a book. I'm not a writer. Writers change around the edges. I mean, we know that. Literature changes around the edges. I'm not changing around the edges. I am the fucking book at the core. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and they've kettled me. I've classified. I'm such an effective activist when the United States government and the fucking powers that be are actually afraid of me. One guy with a YouTube camera, full of AML leukemia. I don't give a fuck. I mean, because they're going to say because now it's 10 years later, the frog's been boiled. This innuendo comes out and they're like, whoa, now wait a minute. Everything Kevin Blanche said was it was right. And then they go, recall. It's like, oh, Kevin, there's starfish. I was just out there. I saw some starfish. This is how the human mind works. I know that. There's such boom when you see starfish in the type of, it's one of those shocking moments because they're so beautiful and there's so much color. And you're like, so it creates recall. So what people do with recall, it's fucking attention span. It's, you know, they're like, it's like yesterday when it happened 15 years ago. It happens to me all the time. And they really believe it. So, I mean, they're not lying to me. They're like, no, right over here. I remember a girl in Monterey at the Trader Joe's. She said, I grew up in Salt Lake, Kevin. I watch your videos. She saw me in the store. And I'll finish this quote from inside the Monterey Aquarium, the L.A. old UCLA Marine Biology Department chair. Me and my husband have been waiting for you to get here, Kevin. Come in. They let me right in the door at the Monterey Aquarium. Steve, he says, you know, we were against you, Kevin. You know, all the time we thought we were full of shit. I'm so sorry. I apologize. You're right. You know, he resigned and he fled to South America. And so he says, you were right the whole time in this collapse. She says, Kevin, I've been waiting for you. I wanted to tell you that the Grays are giving birth in Monterey Bay. They're not making it to Florida. This is 2015. I'm like, oh, no, they're starving to death. And she says, my husband is the ex-marine biology chair at Stanford. I'm the ex-department chair at UCLA. They're famous. They're very, very, we have a little rowboat where we love the animals. My son and daughter are both department chair marine biologists. Department chairs. One's, I believe it, not San Diego State, because I know that rat. And she says, they don't care. We're not even on speaking terms over Fukushima. They don't care about this. And she started to cry. And she says to me, Kevin, thank you. I want to come over and introduce you to my husband. You know, we're giant fans of yours. And I went over there, big, sophisticated, incredible, old, beautiful Californian. Yeah. It's so heartbreaking. We go out on a rowboat on, you know, we keep track of the Grays, what's going on in the beautiful, incredible Monterey Bay. You know, they live right there on the point below the golf course right there on at Pacific Grove, walking from PB to, which I love that place. I've done so much work. Where John Denver was killed. Rocky Mountain High, this ain't fucking Colorado. So, thank you. Your work, I mean, he says, you've passed Doc Ricketts. I says, yeah, you know what they used to say about Doc Ricketts? They used to call him a poacher. He has no college education. He's not a marine biologist. Remember, they all attacked him. There's even monuments down there in Monterey that still attack him. You know, the Stanford Aquarium's right there. They still hate him to this day. Look it up anywhere. He's considered the greatest fucking marine biologist fucking in history. He way past Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau's son's a fraud. And just like these, we don't even speak to our son. They're just in it for the money. They don't care. They have no respect for the ocean. They don't care. And I says, yeah, Fukushima has proved that. Oh boy. So you can go ahead, Johnny Depp. And you know, everybody loves you and you're proud of it. But let me say this. When you have the field, everybody that has the field, what you do with it, oh, it fucking matters. And Fukushima is the greatest event in human history. And it's unarguable. My work is unarguable fucking proof. So you can, you know, you take your opinion and stick it up your fucking ass. I don't do opinions. This is pure, unadulterated fucking science. PhD fact. The tide pools collapse, the salmon collapse, the whales have fucking collapsed, the Great Pacific Genocide in fucking an acute radical fucking formation. We call that outlier science. We obviously know something happened in 2011. You can run regression all you want. Obviously. Let's wait fucking... So we're talking 62 years. We're going to talk about the fucking mercury fucking dumping. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll make a fucking movie about Fukushima in the year 2525, if man is still alive. Monterey Bay is a cliche. California's a theme park. So is Oregon. Salmon, starfish, whales. They're a museum piece. Stay tuned.